Hello there, friends, and welcome to my spring project. I did one for winter, talking about my loneliness and pain, and now I'd like to express my recovery from that awful state. So, in a way, it is kind of a continuation of my last set project. The first one was about winter and how about how everything sucks, and this one is about spring and about how everything is getting better. Personally, I associate spring with healing. It's the time for nature to wake up, for the sun to shine again, and for the flowers to bloom. It's when the ducks and geese come back home and start a family, and my god, I love ducks so much. For the past few weeks, I've been watching all that and feeling so much joy, which gave me the inspiration I needed for this set of paintings. I call this little collection Forms of Spring. It includes 4 paintings, each touching upon a form of healing, whether it's internal or external, intense or very soft. Healing looks very different in each person, and so their spring has a unique form. This painting I'm showing you right now is titled You Brought Spring to Me. A very long title, but it makes sense once I explain it. It's about healing with the help of another person, as if that person brought the good times and the warmth and spring, and made winter go away. In the form of love or friendship, having someone by your side can really help heal your wounds. It can push you so much to grow as a person, and I experienced it myself multiple times in my life. I've met multiple people who really uh, pushed my self growth and helped me heal from bad things in my life. I think it's pretty straightforward, and I'm not sure what else I can add about this without diving deep into my personal life. And I'd love to hear your own associations of spring and healing. I want to know what that makes you feel. For this project, I got to use tracing paper for the first time, and I think I'll keep on using it. It's the transparent paper I used at the very beginning. The idea is you sketch your line art on the paper, do all the adjustments and planning, and then transfer the final line art to your watercolor paper. I know some people use ink paper, but I do it by covering the backside of the tracing paper with graphite, laying it on top of the watercolor paper, and tracing over the line art with a pen. This way I can avoid unnecessary lines and eraser marks on my expensive watercolor paper. I said the word paper like 100 times in the last minute. I also noticed because the tracing paper has a very smooth texture, it is super easy to erase things on it. The pencil marks don't stay and they're not as stubborn as they are on other types of paper, which is another huge benefit of the tracing material. It makes the process a bit longer because I end up drawing the same picture about 3 times, but I think it's worth it in the end. Kinda related, but I've been taking a lot of pictures of flowers lately and I use them as reference for this project. It must have been really funny to watch me from afar, crouching beside someone's front yard to take a picture of a narcissus. Speaking of this flower, there are a lot of them all over the city. I guess it's not only my favorite. It's actually native to my home country, but over there it blooms during autumn, not spring. Which actually, autumn is my favorite season. Tulips can also be found over there, but they aren't as common and they bloom during springtime like most flowers. Honestly, I love how the hands turned out. They're very soft and the gesture has a lot of feeling in it. The color transitions aren't as smooth as I usually like them, but it's not a big deal. In fact, I think it actually gives this painting a lot of character. It is pretty small in size, which meant that it didn't take long to complete it, roughly a day, half a day, and that is if I exclude drawing time. Um, but it also was a bit challenging because I love putting a lot of details in my work, but it gets really hard when my surface is so small. I have 3 more paintings in this set, but I can show the process only for one of them because they are a bit risky. If you want to see the complete series uncensored, then I recommend you check out my Patreon. I also have extra process videos there that aren't on YouTube, and lots of other exclusive content, including sketches, a lot of behind the scenes, and even tutorials. Check it out, I'm sure you will absolutely love it there. And on that note, I'm gonna finish this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a pleasure to talk with you today. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay happy. Goodbye.